Hello students, today's topic is interaction in a language class. It is in your unit 7 of English language. Now, in English language teaching, the interaction is desired by the teacher. Now, how to get that interaction? If you cannot create a child-centric atmosphere within the classroom situation, then it is quite impossible for you to create interactive situation, interactive classroom. Therefore, child-centric concept is to be implemented in the classroom. Now, how can you actually introduce child-centric concept in the classroom? Child-centricism was first introduced in the field of education by Rousseau, and it was perpetuated by his disciple Pestalozzi. Now, in an elementary class, it is very difficult, especially in a state like West Bengal, where the concept of the students about English is very poor. So it is very much difficult for the teacher to create child-centric atmosphere. Now, how can child-centric atmosphere be created in our classroom situation? For creation of child-centricism, the main thing is activity-based learning. Now, how can you make the students active? That means they must participate in the process of teaching learning. How is the process of teaching learning carried on? The teacher questions, so the students also must ask questions. The teacher discusses, so students also initiate discussion. It is desired. The teacher plays important role in creation of child-centricism. Now, teacher will slowly become a facilitator. That means the teacher should not speak a lot, but the students will speak. So it is the duty of the teacher to make the students speak. How can it happen? The students can ask questions. The students are very much interested in quizzes. So the students must be allowed to storm the brainstorm of their peers. So how can brainstorming session be taken into account? Several questions come into the mind of the students. They may ask the question with using single English word along with use of some mother tongue be allowed. Now, the students will be very much encouraged if you tell them that don't hesitate to use mother tongue when you feel difficulty in telling English. But it's not that. It will never mean that. You will always tell mother tongue. You have to tell in English. You have to use English words according to your ability, according to your stock. In this fashion, child-centric teaching method can be introduced. So explaining, debating may be encouraged, brainstorm cooperative learning along with other students, and working with other students and helping the teacher in carrying out the different experiments, different games, etc. In this fashion, child-centric activities are introduced in the classroom, and that is very much important to elicit interaction. Now, another thing is there, that is fluency. Fluency in the language. We find it very much uh, difficult for the students of West Bengal to speak in English fluently. Even the elementary school teachers are not always able to speak English fluently. So, if you cannot speak English fluently, you try to speak English according to your pace, not space, pace, P-A-C-E, according to your pace. You try to initiate discussion according to your ability, and slowly you start telling English in the class. Though we know fluency means ability to speak English very quickly, very rapidly, but it is not possible for the teachers, and it is not at all possible for the students to speak English fluently, very rapidly in the classroom situation or in the learning environment. So what should they do? They will be allowed to speak English along with mother tongue, and they will be encouraged to speak English in the class even if they commit mistake. I will suggest some methods or some procedures for practicing fluency in English. Though it is very time consuming, fluency cannot be developed in one class or two classes, or even studying English for 7 days or 10 days, or even in throughout the month. So it requires huge learning, continuous in association, in touch with the language, and continuously try to speak. So encourage the learners to speak with their classmates in English. That is very important. Bring the book. Please give me the book. Please give me a pen. So look at the picture. All these things, very easy English they can use. What they can use, let them use it. Let them use it. Use of opportunity in class to speak in English is important. And how can you encourage them? You can tell them that already you have learned many words. You know many words. In class 6 or in class 7, the students know many words. They have come into contact with the English language and they know many words. And you can supply also some words when they feel difficulty. In this fashion, tell them to use their words. Don't think that you do not know English. You know English, but you try to utilize it in a proper way. In the beginning, you are not required to produce English correctly, pronunciate correctly, or be grammatically appropriate. It is not needed. You can tell broken English. Broken English. What does broken English means? That means come, come, go, go. Ma'am or sir, go toilet. The the student cannot tell in complete sentence that I want to go to toilet. Sir, go toilet. Then sir must tell, oh, you want to go to toilet? Please go. Never discourage him. So he will immediately learn that I should have told sir that I want to go toilet. In this fashion, always encourage them. Don't worry about making mistakes. The important thing is to communicate what you want to say. So the teachers must keep in their mind that what I want to communicate them, what is the content of my teaching, that should be communicated in a very easy, in a very lucid language. Don't utter bombastic words. Don't utter complex words. Simple, easy words which can be easily grabbed by your primary level or elementary level learners. That is to be used. So, next, another thing of learning English, that in bringing interaction, Unit 7, in Unit 7, the board has given the syllabus that instruction, the interaction in a language class. So interaction is important. That means the students should ask question. The students want to know. The students will initiate discussion. All this can happen in a joyful environment. So you can use language games. I can suggest you some language games briefly. One is finding out the similarities and differences. You show two pictures. You can show two pictures of two different times. A family having the members in the year 2000 and a family, the same family, having the same number of members in 2020. So the gap is 20 years, a big gap. So there is difference. They have grown up. The children have grown up. They have started their studying in higher classes, and the socio-economic condition has also grown up. So if you take the snapshots of the same family with a gap of 20 years, then you will find the similarities and differences. Tell the students what are the similarities and what are the differences. They will pick out the differences. There was no car in 2020, but in 2000, in the year 2000. But now in 2020, I can find in the picture a car is waiting for the family. So the car is an addition. This is the finding out similarity and differences. This is one type of game. Other games are also there. Word searching. You just give a topic, say for example sports, to 10 or 15 students. The 10 or 15 students will sit in a circle, and each one of them will utter one word about sport, and the second one will utter another word, and this will continue throughout the circle, and no student is allowed to speak the same word which has already been told. If he does so, then he is disqualified. There are other games also, word search. Similarly, you can use one game, very interesting game. Don't say yes. The kids are very interested in this game. I have found them very interested in this sort of game, that give them a topic and they will tell about it, and other facet of the topic will be told, or some with some words, even with the use of some mother tongue. That means in our case it's Bengali. Mingling English with Bengali, they can tell, and they can continue this throughout the group. They encircle, the group is encircled, and nobody is allowed to tell yes or nodding head like that. Yes, nodding head like that. If he does so, then he is disqualified. In this fashion, you can use the language games to create child-friendly atmosphere in the school, in the English class, and be a successful teacher who is able to hold one interactive class. Okay, thank you very much.